Don't ya? And of course, as soon as I do that, his food's ready. Yeah, so today I'm going to talk about my cat, since it's CATurday. And he's basically the co-host of my show / stream. Yeah. Of course, we got a cat in the audience. Hello. So let me just zoom in here. You can see him a little bit more. As you can see, he is an orange tabby. He's more IRL. He's more on the creamier side rather than like a bright, vibrant orange. But I still like the way he came out here. So yeah, his name is Taffy. He's a couple years old. And basically, I've had him for almost 2 years now. I adopted him. He's basically a run-of-the-mill short hair. Very chunky boy. And how I met him was basically I went to an adoption place. You know, before I had gone to the adoption place, my friend had adopted from that same place. It's this really nice cat place. It's run by these old ladies, you know. As I mentioned before, I really like my nice elderly people. And with his experience, I knew it was a good place. I knew it wasn't going to have any issues. So I was like, all right, I just moved. I'm ready to have another cat. Because prior to him, I had had a cat for 13 years named Cupcake. As you can see, I kind of have a theme with naming my cats. And Cupcake was a really nice tuxedo cat, very much a lap cat, and I loved her very much. But unfortunately, she passed away from getting sick. So it was time to get another cat. I walk in, and literally the moment I walk in, I hear a meow, meow. Like someone's calling to me. I hear it all the way in the back of the room. Now keep in mind, this is a free roaming adoption center. All the cats are free to walk around, doing their own thing, being cute, or hiding if they're shy. And I see all the way in the back, there's one cat that's in a cage. And I'm like, why is this one in a cage? And they're like, oh, he doesn't get along with the other cats. He's very aggressive. So we keep him in a cage. So I stuck my hand in there. You know, I let him sniff my hand. I was very cautious. And he immediately starts rubbing against my hand. Like, it was basically love at first sight. So, you know, I asked, can we take him out? We can go into another room. I was getting good vibes from him. So I started playing with him. And, you know, he seemed really cute. And he was very affectionate. He was rubbing all over me. I didn't see any problem with him. So I was like, all right, I'll take him. He was already fixed. He had his shots. He was ready to go. So I told my dad this. I sent a picture and everything. I was like, exactly. You don't pick the cat. The cat picks you. He literally picked me as soon as I walked in through the door. He even had a sister, and the sister got picked up right before. So it was like he was basically left all by himself, which is really sad. So I was talking to my dad. I'm like, I don't know what to name this cat. I had a couple of names like Cream Cheese or Kintaro, just to be a weeb. But my dad's like, no, call him Taffy. I was like, oh, Taffy? He's like, that's the name of my first cat. This cat looks exactly like my first cat. Apparently, when my dad was around 3rd or 4th grade, he also happened to run into a cat. He just gotten off the bus when he found a little kitten that was the same color and everything. So he took the kitten home, and that cat was an indoor-outdoor cat for 18 years. So I was like, all right, that sounds cool. So I'll take him and name him Taffy. And so I've had him ever since. And what's really interesting is that my dad's like, yeah, this cat acts almost exactly like my cat was. Like, he's very playful, very affectionate. And I'm like, well, that's a lore idea, isn't it? So basically, this Taffy's lore is that he is a reincarnated cat guardian. Basically, that back when my dad was a hunter, he was by his side helping him when he was a hunter. And he is quite the hunter. And he wants to demonstrate. He's like, I want to play with my wands. So basically, his build is very much spec'd for attack and speed. He's a speedster. But he's also got a good health pool. Like, in D&D terms, he has pretty high constitution. That's probably his third best stat because he's a chunky boy. And he's got your basic cat attacks like scratch. And he doesn't growl. I've never seen him growl. He kind of just meows, and that's kind of it. Like, he's a little baby. And he loves to pounce on things that are basically smaller than him. Like, I've got a hedgehog toy for him. He loves his wands. He loves his balls, his springs. So in a more combat setting, you could say that he's very specialized in taking out smaller monsters, like maybe some mutant rats, or maybe like little goblins. The mischievous kind of creatures. The ones that are normally hard for humans and bigger creatures to chase after. But more fun facts about him is that he is very much a bread thief. Like, you cannot leave out bread out on the kitchen counter. Like, one time my dad left hot dog rolls on the kitchen counter, and he turned it away just for 1 second, and the entire bag was gone. And later on, he went upstairs into my room, and he found the bag had been torn completely apart. And the buns had been completely eaten. Like, thankfully he didn't get sick from that, but it's one of those things where it's like, you gotta be careful. Now, here's a big thing. Obviously, I'm a tamer, so I have disciplined him quite a bit because he can be quite a brat. His behaviors have greatly improved over me training him, but, he still has his rebellious side. One of the first things I had to teach him was how not to go onto my dresser. Because my dresser has valuables on it, like little snow globes and little statues, cute stuff like that. So basically, I had to teach him not to go on there. And what I did was I put 2-sided tape on there. So that when he tried to go on there, he'd be punished by getting the sticky tape all over his paws. Because he doesn't like that. And so I did that for a couple of weeks, and now he wants to play the wand again. See, he likes to alternate back and forth between play and eat. Unless he wants to come up on my lap. Do you want to come up on my lap, baby? Come on. Let's see. What? You okay? Nah. You're just being a silly brat. You're okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. Now I got him on my lap and now he's happy. So yeah, I put the double-sided tape on for a couple weeks, and then eventually he stopped going on there. Another thing I had to train him in, he wants the cuddles. Yeah, exactly. Another thing I had to train him in is clipping his nails. Now, at first, he would try and bite me, as cats do. So what I did was I wore gloves to do what's called blocking, where basically the act of biting was the reward in itself, and that he got away from not getting his nails clipped. But by blocking that behavior, I was able to make it clear to him, like, no, we mean business and we're going to go through it no matter what. And I paired wearing gloves with treats. So basically, what I started with was first I would clip a nail and then he'd get a treat. Clip a nail and then he'd get a treat. Back and forth, back and forth. Eventually, I didn't need to wear the gloves anymore because he stopped biting. He was like, oh, if I get my nails clipped, I'll get a treat. Which worked out really well. And then eventually, I went from going from like one claw at a time to like every other claw. Then I had to do like one paw at a time. Now I don't have to give him treats anymore. He just lets me sit on my lap. I trim his nails, and then it's done. He doesn't like when I file his nails, but, you know, that's more of a preference for him. So yeah, if you're having trouble with something like that, with clipping nails, pairing a reward is what I would recommend. It doesn't even have to be like treats. It could just be like little bits of food or maybe a toy or something that they highly prefer. Let's see what else he's done some weird stuff. Well, if anyone's got any questions, by all means, go ahead. I did meet with the owner of his sister the other day, and I got to see a picture, so his sister's doing good too. He's definitely a single cat, though. When people come over, he'll definitely come over to them and be like, oh, hey, how are you? And sniff them and be friendly with them, but only with people. He's definitely a people person. Not with other animals, though. Like, when the chipmunks are out, oh my gosh. He is obsessed with the chipmunks in our backyard. Like, it's like at some point I might even post a picture where he'll just sit at the edge of the window. He's not an outdoor cat. He's strictly indoors, mind you. And just watch the chipmunks all day long. And he loves it. He watches birds, he watches squirrels. Again, he's very much I'm going to target the little animals. The littler they are, the more I can beat them up. And he's quite aggressive about it. He doesn't like things that are heavy. Like, I bought this moving ball because I thought he would like it because, you know, he likes balls. But it's a heavy ball for some reason with like LED lights, and he didn't like it. He's another thing I trained him in is using his scratching post instead of scratching the carpet. Here's another good tip. Again, you can reward them for proper behavior. With him, I only give him one treat per day for scratching his cat post properly instead of the carpet. If he scratches the carpet, he doesn't get a treat. But if he does it first thing in the morning. First thing in the morning, if he scratches the scratching post instead of the carpet, like I put the scratching post right next to the spot he likes to scratch, then he gets a treat. And the thing is, because I give him the treat, he's like, okay, I want more treats. So I'm going to keep scratching the scratching post. So what I do is I just give him a head pat instead. You're like, good job. Yeah, but you're still not getting a treat. So probably in his mind, he probably thinks he's rolling for a 5-star gotcha treat and is getting 4-star head pats instead, or nothing at all. And he doesn't know I am the one in control. It's like, when it comes to intelligence, he's basically like a 1. That he's not super smart. He'll figure things out. Like when I brought him home, he figured out where his litter box was right away. He figured out where his food was right away. Like, he adapted very quickly. But he's not that smart otherwise. He's adaptable, but not intelligent, if that makes sense. I would say, in general, when going to adopt a cat, definitely do your research. You will want to make sure that you have the right material before you even bring the cat home. Yeah, got to get that early morning 5-star treat. Exactly. Sometimes I do give him 2 if he's really determined. So that's why it's like, gotta keep rolling. It's like you have to make sure you have a litter box, at least 1, preferably 2. Because it's like if you go on a trip, you're going to want to have 2 litter boxes. Food bowl, water bowl. And now he's using his litter box. Speaking of. Excuse me. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. It's like he's not exactly the best of first impressions, is he? And while I was cleaning, another habit of his is when, I clean up after him, he likes to go in the garage. Why? I don't know. I know it's not because of the car in there, because sometimes he goes in there and runs around even if there isn't a car or not, but usually he goes under it, which of course isn't safe, so it's like I gotta make sure he comes back in eventually. But yeah, I was just saying, you gotta make sure you do your research. I'm a little winded because I just ran back up and down the stairs to come back as quickly as possible. Whew. So, another thing too is I do recommend, if it's your first time adopting a cat, is to get an adult cat. This is probably my third cat, but I went with an adult cat because my last one was a kitten, and I already know from experience that kittens can be a lot. And I even told my friend who adopted from the same adoption center that they can be. Because with adults, they kind of already know how to do everything. And their personalities are pretty much set in stone. Excuse me. Allergies. So yeah. Let's move on. Hold on, sorry, 1 second. Alright. Let's move on to the cat videos for a bit. I picked some ones that I thought would be really cute. Starting with this one, because it involves a video game streamer.
Oh. In the corner of my eye, I see this little blob that's moving.
How long have you been? Oh.
I didn't see her, but I figured the mom's probably looking for food. She's going to come back. She'd be worried if the babies are gone. Share them with the community as well.
I was trying to press my hotkeys and I accidentally skipped it. My bad.
Come back. She'd be worried if the babies are gone. But then they both started sneezing.
Oh, don't step in it.
The eyes
It's
were
sad,
dusty,
though.
and I was worried. And I was like, I don't know about cats, but I'm 90% sure that's not normal. And so I took them to my vet. It turns out they had infections.
Yeah, that's what it looked
my vet was basically telling us, like, oh, you're doing a great thing by taking them in, but I just want to let you know that it's kind of severe, the infections they have.
Alright, here's cat 1 after the meds. His eyes are open. It's looking alright. Cat 2.
Sorry if you hear me coughing.
Some cleaning.
My allergies are acting up for some reason.
Eyes are open, so I think medicine is a go.
So every night I was cleaning their eyes, giving them the antibiotics, and just making sure that their eyes were clear of the gunk that they had.
That's good.
You're stepping on me. Where are you trying to go?
After about a week of antibiotics, and I just watched their energy lift, and so I think that's when I knew they were both going to pull through.
Who are you fighting?
My plan originally was to take in the cats, get them to 100%, and then give them back to the mom. She just never showed up again. And so I figured, okay, I'm their mom now, I guess.
Yes, I'm their mom
Look at
now.
your face. Where are you guys going?
I live stream on Twitch 3 times a week playing games and just hanging out with my amazing community. When they were young, I needed to feed them within those hours, and so I would just do that on stream and everyone loved it.
They are such messes.
It's so cute.
That's
right
a
now,
good
it's
idea, the stream. Taking care of the cats.
Are you kidding me?
You can see her right now. She's got like little zoomies.
I just figured they're going to be very involved in my life, so I'd want to share them with the community as well. They specifically know when I'm in the middle of a game, and so they'll choose that moment to come onto my desk.
Hopefully you guys are hearing the video okay. Let me know if there's an issue with the
I
volume.
just blame it on them. I'm like, oh yeah, sorry, I have 2 cats on my desk. What can I do? Looking back at it now, it was a lot of work of just like constantly feeding them, making sure that they were still breathing. But it didn't feel like much work to me. Like I woke up excited to see them. Yeah. Oh, do you hear her purring?
Yeah, that was a good one. And that reminds me, that was another thing I had an issue with Taffy. I took him to the vet, and they found traces of a parasite in him, so I had to feed him medicine for a while, and he was not having it. Like I was trying to mix it in his food and everything, and that was quite a mess. It was in a powder and everything. Okay, thank you for letting me know, Evie. But I think I made it harder on myself because I give him dry food. I was trying to mix the powder into the dry food. It was probably better if I had gone with wet food, but wet food leads to wet poops, which is why I usually go with dry food. Plus, he drinks a lot of water. I do watch and make sure he drinks a lot of water, and he stays very hydrated. So let's move to the next one.
Oh, in my trap.
I actually am claustrophobic, but I have a knack for going into small places.
I can't believe she's going in there.
It's a long tunnel under a road. Going in.
Oh, wow.
So it's getting more narrow.
That's
as I
really
continue to
narrow.
go in. You can see my
I would be afraid of
shoulders
getting stuck.
are touching.
I'm not good in the dark,
I'm
honestly.
already crawling, but my forearms are killing
Not
me.
claustrophobic.
It's getting painful.
It's just the dark.
I don't even want to see my elbows. So, let's see if you can see him. I can see him. I can see his little eyes. So he's basically halfway between me and the other drain opening. We've got the other side blocked off and somebody there waiting to grab him. So, almost, little buddy.
Yeah, that is something they'll naturally do, is just hide in a little corner,
So,
get as far
We
away
had
as they
another friend,
can.
Andrea, waiting at the other side of the tunnel with a trap. It took me 30 minutes. That was the fastest I could go.
I'm gonna try to push him out.
All right.
All right, go, go, go. Go, 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 go.
I know, buddy. It's okay. Does she have him?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Everything's gonna be okay.
Right here, Liz.
Okay, give me a cage.
I'll just go. Okay, yeah?
Oh yeah, wow, they got him out. They really forced him out.
We got you, buddy. All right. Hi, baby. It's okay.
We were all just so relieved. I was just so happy. It was the greatest feeling ever.
The entire roll, huh? Who did that?
Thankfully, Taffy doesn't do this, but my last
Later.
cupcake
I
would
was
do that
really
with the toilet
excited
paper
to
rolls.
foster him as well.
D-Man, you're so ferocious. Whoa, look at that belly. Oh my goodness, that's a very kissable belly, sir.
He is a wild child and is going to be super stoked to have feline friends because he loves to play. He loves these collapsible tunnels. I named him Donatello after one of the Ninja Turtles. It seemed like a very fitting name for him.
That is a cute name.
Donatello and I have a little pre-meal ritual. Goes a little something like this. First, we get kisses. Mandatory.
Absolutely. Kisses are
Then-
mandatory.
Okay. Oh my goodness. And we've got somebody else joining us. He can't get all the attention, right?
He literally would fall asleep on top of my head. I'm sure it was a lot for him at first, but he's in good hands and he's not in danger anymore.
Want to try him on? You're a little big, buddy. Say hi.
Yeah, that's another thing with cats is, especially with kittens, when they're put in a new environment, they're definitely going to try and put themselves in a safe space, which is going to be like the darkest corner they can find. So, definitely be patient when they do that. That is just them kind of adapting to their environment. Like forcing them out could scare them. But also, before you bring the cat into the house, if you're worried they might get stuck somewhere they're not supposed to, make sure that's blocked off. Like, if you don't want them under the bed, have the bed blocked off. If there's, like, a narrow, like, space between, like, maybe your desk and the wall, maybe block that off. Yeah, they're adorable. I love them. That's why I made today CATurday. And the kisses too. They were probably a good thing I brought a bunch of videos because they're reminding me of things I didn't mention before. Taffy is a huge, and I mean huge, cuddle bug. Like, when he's not being a murder machine, he's a cuddle bug. Like, you know, wants to go on my lap, and if he's not on my lap, it's like he'll lay in bed and cuddle with me. He has this whole routine broken down where when I go to bed at night, he'll sleep in his bed. But in the morning, you know, when the sun rises, he comes onto my bed and he'll nuzzle up to like my shoulder area and he'll just like start licking my face. Like he's probably one of the biggest cuddle bugs I've had. And even my dad can't comprehend how much of a cuddle bug he is. Like, when I'm not home, he's all over my dad. Yeah, they'll find a spot they shouldn't have. Exactly. That's why it's definitely good to keep an eye on them when they're first brought in. Like, like my friend when he got kittens, it's like they got stuck in, like, you know, one of those pull-out chairs, like with the leg rest. They got stuck in there. So it's like they had to like turn the chair on the side and sit and wait for the cat to willingly come back out. So it didn't get hurt. He was perfectly fine, but it was a bit scary for a moment there. And again, get a couple weeks later, totally energetic, totally loving, no problems after that. So it's one of those things where it's like when you first get a cat, don't worry too much about the first couple of days if they're acting weird, because they're gonna act weird. This is a whole new environment for them. And they need their time. Taffy didn't have that problem. It's like he knew what was going on. And again, that's why that is one of the benefits of older cats is that they've probably been bounced around a couple places already, so they kind of get it. And I don't know his past too much. I think he was in foster care before he went to the adoption place, so he might have already been used to bouncing around a bit. But it's definitely one of those things where you gotta keep in mind. All right, we'll move on to the next video. This is a big one.
The boys had actually never even seen a cat before. We had no idea how this was gonna go. When we first brought Wasabi home, she had no fear of the boys at all. It seemed like the size difference didn't matter. The fact that they were a dog didn't matter. When I'm scolding someone if they're wrestling, it's usually Wasabi. I'm usually saying, take it easy. Don't get so rough with them.
What's she doing too?
They're so gentle and sweet with her. 6 years ago, a local rescue saw a litter of puppies being sold as fighting dogs. And poor Keiko and Nico were a part of that litter. We wanted to adopt both of them, but we only had room for one more dog. We ended up adopting Keiko.
Good boy.
Keiko is super fun-loving and just excited for life. But then a few months later, we saw Nico come up for adoption. We got him within 24 hours of seeing him. Keiko and Nico were so excited to see each other again. They absolutely recognized each other. It was beautiful. I felt like we had made the best decision ever to bring the boys back together again.
I've had dogs too, so it's like I understand. I feel like I was like, oh yeah, we got one dog, and then the next thing you know, we have another dog.
At first, I was hesitant to bring a kitten into our house because I'm not really a cat person. But I started to change my tune recently. Cats
But
are
as
just
you can probably tell, I'm more of a
abundant
cat
as dogs
person.
in the shelter, and so I opened my heart to bring another animal into our house. Ever since we got Wasabi, we just decided to kind of treat her as much like the dogs as we could. We wanted to go camping and decided that, hey, why can't we take a cat camping with us?
Good girl, Wasabi.
So we started training her to walk on a leash. We gathered up all of our supplies, packed up everything for the boys and Wasabi, and we were off on our road trip.
Wasabi.
Okay, boys, you ready to go camping? You ready to go?
Kitty with kitties. Oh, hi, Laser Lotus.
Oh,
Good to see you
boy.
again.
Guess you're home for a few days. Wow.
One of the days that we were camping, we went to the river.
Good girl, Wasabi.
Hello.
Good girl.
He's
I had no idea that Wasabi would want to follow the boys into the river.
very active
That
kitty.
shocked us beyond belief. Cats historically do not like water. And Wasabi, proving us to be different as she always has, actually enjoyed the water and followed the boys right in. We couldn't believe it.
Come on, Wasabi.
Every cat's different. I've
Good
noticed some
girl.
cats like water and some don't.
Boy.
It varies.
I'm so happy that Wasabi is now part of the pack.
Hi, Wasabi.
Yeah, so I have had cats and dogs together. And I have noticed they can get along very well. But I will say, be careful. Especially if it's like a husky. Because I have heard horror stories of huskies hurting cats. So definitely do your research on the dog in question to make sure they're not a breed that's spread as like a hunting dog that might accidentally get out of hand. But otherwise, it is possible for dogs and cats to live together, peace and harmony, have a good time. And it is also important to make sure the dog, again, is trained at least to handle the cat, and the cat is able to adapt with the dog. Of course, the easiest way to do that would be to scent with them before they even meet each other. You might have heard of this before, where you might have the cat in the bathroom, and the cat and the dog sniff each other from under the door, and then you give them some time to adapt to each other's smells. Like even before then, you could get like a rag with each other's scents, so they can smell each other. Because obviously, when encountering a foreign creature that you've never seen before and could possibly be a threat, of course, the first reaction is going to be that you're defensive. So it is one of those things where you might have to be delicate with the situation. But obviously, if your dog has history of already being friendly with cats and has never harmed a cat, then obviously it's not going to be a problem. But, it never hurts to be careful. That's all I'm saying. Now for some tiny kitties.
You ready to go home?
Venus was one of the smallest premature kittens that I've ever rescued.
I know. I have like
He's
3
so
more minutes of work
tiny.
left.
She was so tiny that I actually had to take her to work with me so that I could feed her throughout the day.
She was actually smaller than my computer mouse at work.
Hello. Welcome to the world.
It was very touch and go for the first couple of days with her being so small. She was very fragile and pretty sick.
Look at that booty. What are you doing?
It took us.
Hold on.
I'm busy.
Sorry about that.
9 weeks to get to a pound.
We had these little stuffed toys with heartbeats in them just to try and help soothe her.
Yeah? Yeah?
I did the little meows.
Is it home time?
I never imagined being 29 and having a stroke. But in October of 2020, that is exactly what happened.
Oh, wow.
I had a full house of fosters at the time, and all fostering and rescue got put on hold.
Come on.
Having to relearn how to walk definitely changes your perception of everything.
Oh, wow.
It took 6 months from my stroke through recovery until I was able to foster kittens again. Well, I'm so used to taking care of the kittens. It really was a culture shock to suddenly be the one that needed to get care taken and really learn to rely on other people to help me. Fostering Venus really gave me a sense of normality back again. She was definitely needing me, honestly, as much as I needed her at that point.
Hi. Are you so sleepy?
It was definitely very fulfilling to see her coming out of her shell and gaining weight.
Hi. Is that gonna teach you to not climb up things?
No.
After 114 beautiful days of Venus, she was finally big enough and healthy enough to get adopted out to this amazing couple. She has grown into such a beautiful cat who is just so loved. She gets all the snuggles. She definitely still talks back.
You can't have my hair ties.
And it's just been a true pleasure to see her grow up. Well, that's not ready to go, ma'am.
Yeah, that one got nice and big.
Can we have a little patience?
And that's how kittens can be. Sometimes they get really big, and sometimes they stay baby forever. You never know sometimes. And that reminds me, with Taffy, it's like, that's another thing, is the whole climbing thing. It's like, since I'm on the second floor, we have a balcony. And he went through a phase where he would climb on the balcony and just sit there and just lay there like he's cool, even though there's literally an entire floor below him. I'm like, yo, you're being quite the daredevil right now. You know that, right? And I think eventually he realized that, because he did stop eventually. Like, he might have had a near tumble and then realized, oh no, this is dangerous. But it was funny. A couple times I would just be coming up the stairs and I just see him on the top of the balcony laying there like, hey, what's up? Like, sometimes they figure it out on their own. Sometimes you do have to give a little discipline to them. Tell them, no, you're not supposed to be up there. Then, like I said, in the extreme case, you might have to put some kind of alternative measure there. Like with the double-sided tape I mentioned earlier. And if you're wondering, yes, he has broken something before. He broke a little cat statue I had. It was like a fairy cat, and he just broke off the wing, but I was just able to Gorilla Glue it back on. And that's another thing you got to keep in mind with cats, is that if you have fragile things in your house, there's a chance they might come in contact with them. So you have to be careful.
Hates everything from Jags. Ooh. Ooh. Oh. Oh.
We're having her smell different things because Homegirl's really picky. We want to know what she likes.
Welcome back to Melon Be Smellin'.
Melon Be
Today,
Smellin'.
Melon will be smelling some cream cheese.
Cream cheese!
Oh,
Aww.
Melon's not liking what she be smelling. And now it's time to let Finn get her sniffing. Ooh, Finn be with what he sniff.
Imagine just someone in front of you munching out, and then they won't let you smell it. Like, that's kind of mean. So I always let my cats smell stuff.
Welcome back to Melon Be Smellin'. And today, Melon will be smelling some macaroni salad.
Macaroni salad.
Oof, Melon's not liking what she be smelling. And now it's time to let Finn get her sniffing.
Sniff, sniff,
You'll be
sniff.
standing though. Ooh, It's a win for Finn.
Finn's always like super interested in food, so he kind of just included himself.
He's
kind of brings like a nice juxtaposition because you got like the one who hates everything and gags, and then you got this guy who will munch on cornbread and eat through plastic to get the blueberry muffins.
Today, Melon will be smelling some lettuce.
The crying's on? Oh, thanks for letting me know. I didn't see that.
Melon be liking what she be smelling.
Because I have it at full screen, so I didn't see. Oh wait, I just realized I can watch it full screen and watch myself at the same time. I'm still learning.
But the one that like caught me off guard was she was super into shoes. She's a shoe girl.
You know, people have their
thanking-
things. and I
thanks for
think
keeping
the
an
little
eye out,
extra
Kohai.
Spicy thing is the smell of feet. And you'd think that would make her gag, but she really loves the smell.
Love Melon and Finn and make videos to make people happy. For work, you know, most people are kind of like dreading like the morning, but I kind of look forward to it because I get to let my cat smell some like cool things.
Ooh.
Oh.
Oh.
What? Not even Twizzlers? Come on, Twizzlers are good. But I mean, every cat's different. In fact, I'll even check the comments. Someone might actually have an explanation. Oh wait, comments are turned off. Never mind. But it's like Taffy's not picky like that at all. In fact, it's like he'll eat anything. In fact, it's like popcorn, goldfish. Like, again, he likes his grains for some reason. He'll sit on my lap when I have a snack in my hands. Yeah. Melon doesn't like anything. Yeah, he sits on my lap and he'll be like rubbing up against me, like he's basically trying to like sweeten me up in anticipation of me giving him a treat. The treat being a piece of popcorn or something. And sometimes I'll give him like a little piece just because, you know, he's so cute. But other times I won't. It does depend on the thing in question. Sometimes it's things he can't straight up eat, obviously. Like the other day I had pistachios and it's like, obviously he can't eat pistachios. That's not safe. Like, here's a big one. I know the biggest complaint people have about cats is that they're like, oh, I don't like cats. They're not affectionate. I tried approaching a cat. It didn't like me. But it's like, cats are like people in that
they've already left.
If they don't know you or they don't want to know you, they're not going to want to be around you.
Cabot is hiding right now.
He was very skittish at first.
Can I pet you?
He would back away from me. He wouldn't let me get anywhere near him.
I'm going to check on Cabot, have some more snacks and food for him, and I have some water. Hi, Cabot.
Hi, Cabot.
I was visiting him every day.
It's currently storming really bad. As soon as I get a chance, I will go and look for Cabot. Come on, Cabot. You got this.
I wanted him to get to my house, so I would shake food and he'd follow me to my house. I'd feed him.
He's a big boy eating all that yummy food. I finally got Cabot on my porch. Unfortunately, I cannot get him in my house, but that's okay. I'm not giving up on him.
Then he would run home, and then the next day I would shake food again and get him to my house.
Hi, Cabot. Look at this baby. He's being super sweet right now.
Eventually, he warmed up to me.
I'm doing so good, Cabot.
After a couple weeks, he started staying on my property.
No.
So I decided to give Cabot, a homeless cat, his very own home.
If you can clip it, go for it.
I'm gonna set it all up.
I ordered the house.
I have
so
clips turned
Cabot
on.
has a safe place when it's raining, and so he'll stay warm. Once I built it, I set it outside, and I kept on putting food in there to get him to go inside.
Cabot's He just went in the house. We're gonna see if we can see him through the window.
Cabot isn't comfortable going inside my house yet, so he just stays close to me on my property.
Hi, Cabot. Hi, baby.
He loves to be outdoors, and he's getting more and more comfortable with me each day.
Good morning. I'm getting Cabot's food ready.
In the mornings, I'll grab his food bowl and I'll give him dry food with a little bit of wet food on top.
Got a whole
I'll
routine.
throw a bunch of ice cubes in with some water.
Cats definitely like their routines.
As soon as he sees me open the door, he's meowing and he's ready to eat. I'll put his food inside his little cat house and scarf it up super fast.
Eating all his breakfast. Love you, Cabot. There you go.
And sometimes we eat our breakfast together.
That's nice.
He is 10 or 12 years old, so he should spend the rest of the time that he has being loved and knowing that he's loved.
Absolutely.
He's a good baby.
Yeah, it's like with cats, the most important thing is being patient with them. You know, if you keep giving them food and you show that you're friendly, you don't force yourself on them, they'll eventually figure out, like, hey, this person's cool. Maybe I can be a little more open with them. You know, a lot of times the reason why they'll go towards people that want nothing to do with them is because the person's not being so forward with them. They're like, oh, this person's probably not a threat because they're not coming after me. As backwards as the logic is. Let's see. Oh yeah, when it comes to eating, it's like, we don't, again, because of the way he is, we don't necessarily eat together, but he'll try and invade me eating. Like, either he'll rub up against my legs, or he'll, like, put his paws up, like, trying to sniff out what I'm eating. There have been times when I'm sitting down with my dad at the dinner table, and he'll sit on one of the other dining table chairs and be like, all right, well, where's my food? I see you guys are eating, what is it, ribs? Yeah, I want some ribs. Give me some ribs. And he'll just have his head poked out on the table, like, all right, where's my food? Even though he just ate, like, 10 minutes before. He likes to feel included. All right, now for some cat fails. Oh yeah, just a reminder, I do have the Stream Elements bot on. So just make sure you're not going crazy with spamming anything. Even though I have it on the minimum settings. And I did try and adjust it,
Oh my god,
but...
Henry jumped in the lake!
Oh no!
What are you doing?
Up.
You're gonna fall.
You fell. I got a toy for that for Taffy once, and then it broke. I still have a video of it though. Oh. Long live the king.
That got her.
Too spooky.
Oh, bye-bye.
Oh, there he goes. That reminds me, I still haven't played Stray yet. Maybe I'll stream it. Oh yes, he loves boxes. That's a good question. He loves boxes. I have a lot of pictures of him, and one of them is him in a box. And when I go in the closet to grab stuff, there's a box in there, and he'll go inside the box, and I have to like fish him out. Oh, there he goes. This one has an agenda. Oh, hi, Dead Not Surprise on YouTube. I keep meaning to greet you. Yes, it is CATurday. So we are watching cat videos. And I am also talking about my cat. His name is Taffy. And he is fluffy. And I love him. Oh. They're terrified. They don't know what it is. Yes, it is nice. Oh! Oh no!
Ziggy, what are you doing in the sink? Taking a bath?
Think he's about to. Whoop. That's the thing, it's like they seem to like running water, so sometimes they like the sink. I've never seen Taffy do the sink though. Chunky belly. Looks a lot like Taffy.
Can't help it. Oh god, that was good. That's really weird. Oh. God.
Oh. I do visit the cat adoption place from time to time just to see how the cats there are doing, and sometimes they do big fights like this. But other times they're pretty chill. Oh. Oh no! I don't know why their first reaction is to back away. Well, I guess it makes sense because if going forward was how they got stuck, going backwards is how you. Oh no. Huh? It's like, where's the water? He's fighting ghosts. Boxing with a ghost.
Kira's not in the toilet.
Oop!
Oh, there she goes.
Oh, they're playing patty cake. You know, just chilling with the fruit. Oh, that's another thing Taffy will do with me.
She's scouting the landing area.
Good balance you got there, kid. Here you go. You got it.
Oh, gonna get him? Oh!
Oh my god!
Oh! Trying to be sneaky. Get a little sample. Like, hold on 1 second. He has returned. Yeah, basically, when he pooped earlier, I was like, do you want to come back upstairs? And he was like, no. So now he's back. He wants to eat the rest of his food now. Oh, the cucumber. Haven't tried that with Taffy yet. I don't know how he'd react. Oops. Oh, he's trying to get it from the outside. Oh, he's got a balloon.
What are you doing?
Up. Gonna make it? Oh, no, you missed. Oh, is he stuck? Oh no! Oh, baby. Oh no. He's playing with the baby. Cats do surprisingly well with babies.
Mm-hmm.
That was so funny.
Oh. Taffy doesn't like being in cars that much. Like, I put him in a little carrier bag, and he'll just be pawing at the bag the entire time. Like, let me out! Let me out! Oop! So yeah, if you guys think of any more questions, by all means, go ahead. But I was just reminded, another quirk of Taffy is, since he's, you know, a lot of times in murder mode, is when I try and go to bed and I put my feet under the covers, he thinks for some reason that's something he can attack, so he'll like start biting my feet through the covers. And now he's staring at me. Sir, what would you like, sir? Yes, hello. Oh, you want to be on my lap again? Yeah, that's what I thought. Ugh. Taffy's favorite toy. Oh, that's a great question. Great question. Okay, so he's got a couple of favorite toys. His number one absolute favorite toy is a worm wand. He's got a few different worm wands. He's got one with a ball on it. That's like his second favorite. I've got a leopard print one out. That's like his least favorite. But he's got this worm wand that he absolutely loves. Like, he'll chase it for hours. And he'll even put it in his mouth, go downstairs, and put it on my dad's feet like, play with me. It's like, I have hunted this creature and I wish to do it again. Another toy he really likes is this fish toy that I have that moves like it's rechargeable. You turn it on and it like flops around. He absolutely loves that. Yes, baby, he's so cute. He's loving the attention I'm giving him. Let's see, what else? When it comes to laser pointers, he was into them at first, and then now he's kind of like iffy about it. Like, sometimes he'll go crazy and chase after him, other times he doesn't. I think he figured out that he can't technically chase after them. Like, it doesn't work that way. He likes to be, you know, the rabbit kick that some cats do? Where they're like pounding on it with their legs? He does that a lot with his toys. If he can't do that with his toy, he doesn't like it. And now he's purring on my lap. And he's such a good boy. And I'm trying to make sure he doesn't bump into the mic. Okay, he's sleeping on my legs now.
There she goes.
My little lap kitty. Oh, that's another thing. It's like we have like a fake plant downstairs and he has cheese on it. Oh no. With that, I would suggest using like bitter spray. So he's not encouraged to chew on it. Oh, that one's a classic. Flop. Oh yeah, and it's this is a classic. Such a classic. Oh my god. His purrs kind of have like I don't know how to describe it, kind of like a frogginess to them where it's like so it's like when he's really happy, it just sounds like gurgling or like a frog. It's really cute. Again, nothing wrong with him, it's just a quirk of his. His vet gave him a clean bill of health. Aside from the parasite issue, but we fixed that with some medicine. And he got his rabies shot. Oh! Blop. Swimming kitty! Game Freak, where's our water type cat Pokemon? Do we have one? I don't think we do. Got a million other cats. Speaking of, I'm not going to stream it next week, but the following week. We have Grass Cat, exactly. Next week, I'm probably going to do the Genshin event Tuesday, and more Vampire Survivor Wednesday. Thursday, I'm still thinking of ideas. It's going to be Thanksgiving themed. So if people don't have Thanksgiving plans, they could just hang out. Though with how late my streams are, it'll probably be like post-Thanksgiving. Oh, they're fighting. Oh, the toy. Okay, that's good. I've heard mixed things, but, you know, I'm still gonna play it anyway. I'm hoping by the time I play it, they patch out the bugs. Blop.
Inka, what are you doing? Inka, you're gonna fall. You're gonna fall. Ah!
Jackson! Jackson!
Ooh. That's actually impressive. And then he missed. Yeah, now he's off my lap. He's eating his food again. You can never be stuck doing one thing unless it's sleeping. Ooh. It's nice that cats have good reflexes. Staring each other down. Who's gonna make the first move? Oh, I see. There's a fake one there. That's why they're being so cautious. Oop! They panicked. Now I see it's some kind of... I'm not even sure. Lynx, maybe? Whoop. Oops. Aw, sleepy kitty. Like, is he sleeping? Is he trying? Oh, there we go. Oh, something woke him up. Oh, that's that safe kitty. And now Taffy's by my feet and I don't know what he's up to. He's being mischievous again. Whoop. In his little bag. Baloney attack! I don't think he's having what that baby wants.
Boomers! What do you think?
Bop! Up. Oh, he's in attack mode. Yeah, he's definitely in attack mode. Taffy's never attacked me maliciously, but again, he doesn't understand his own strength because he's stupid, and that's what's gotten him in trouble. So he has like play attacked me, which has left marks on me. He has drawn blood. He's too powerful for his own good. And again, I know he's not doing it maliciously. What is he up to now? He's up to something. Up. Oh, I see. He's messing with my bag again. Whatever, he can mess with it. It's like he was going in for the kill and then he changed his mind. Cats know how to make toys out of anything. Paper, trash in general. Tissues. That's what my last cat would do. She would steal my tissues. They're so silly like that. That reminds me of when the vacuum. He doesn't like the vacuum, obviously. I mean, I don't think any cat does. But he tries his best to endure it. Like, he'll sit on the bed while I'm vacuuming the room. Like, he's trying to be a big, brave boy. But then eventually he'll be like, okay, yeah, I can't handle this anymore. And then run away. He gets a little better at it each time, so I think he lasts like a couple minutes. But obviously he was such a big, loud, scary machine. I don't think that's something really meant for him. It's like, I'm using it. I vacuum twice a week for his hair because he sheds a lot. And I do have like lint rollers and stuff. This will be our last video for today. Giving him a massage.
Oh.
Oh. It's got a little backpack. Now he's meowing at me and I'm like, I don't know what you want. Giving me mixed signals here. Sometimes I don't know if he knows what he wants. Oop. That's a bug. Oh. Oop. Ooh. Now he's messing my bed up. He's getting mad that I'm not paying attention to him. Whoop. Nice jump. Flop.
Ender, what?
I don't know about that one. Little synth. His meows are like high-pitched meows, like little baby meows. You probably learned it early on that those kind of little cute meows get people's attention. Sniffing the food. Oop. There he goes. I mean, I would recommend having your food and everything on the floor with like a mat. Like I have a mat for mine. Having a mat underneath your food and water makes it much easier to clean up. Because you just have to clean the mat and not like the floor or the carpet. He's so dumb. What? I don't know what. Oh, there he goes. Wait, you idiot. It requires a lot of calculation.
There he goes.
Oh.
Hello.
It's like he made the calculations, but he wasn't good at math. Let me see here for you. Does this please you, my son? I am waving your wand right now. Oh, speaking of. Ooh. He's gonna flop. Oh no! I have a little cat tower for him. It's just tall enough so that he can see out the window.
Then you have the cat.
It has a little hidey hole for him if he wants to hide in there. Whoop. Oh no! Oh no, I hope he was okay. Flop.
Coconut, get away from me. Do not do this. Don't do it.
He's going for the attack. Oh, there's his tail. Is he gonna go for it? Oh, I don't think he likes the sweater. There he goes. Oh no, he's too chunky! One last time. Sorry about that. I am on a losing battle with my throat today. Oh, he's spatting on it. Whoop.
You're so silly. Yeah, you're so silly.
Yeah, don't do that. Like, direct eye contact like that, if they're in like attack mode, I've had him do that to me. Like, really, it's only okay to do something like that if they're relaxed and they're doing like the slow blinking. Body language is very important to read. Oh.
Kitty. Are you happy to see me? Ow!
Nope.
Ow! Ow! Guess not.
No, he was in attack mode. If a cat is in attack mode, and you're worried they might come after you, you gotta redirect them. With like a toy or something. Or remove them from the room if, like, you could lure them out with a toy, throw the toy, and then when they go off, just close the door. Now, obviously, you don't want to reward the behavior, and and at the same time, you don't want to be too harsh with them. We'll switch back now. But it can be a hard balance sometimes. So anyway, thank you so much, guys, for coming to the stream. And with allergies coming, it's like it already got cold. Some allergies are already acting up. But despite that, I hope you guys had a good time. My next stream will be Tuesday. So look forward to it. Any final questions? If not, again, thank you so much for coming. And I think Taffy appreciated you guys coming too. Because it's like he kept trying to get my attention, so I think he kind of knew that I was like... Alright. Have a good night, guys.